Hey guys, what's going on? It's AvatarEvan here. And today I'm going to be talking about what I think of all the new updates that have come to O7. They're not all recent, but just to let you guys know when I did stop playing O7, because right when O7 came out, I was playing. And afterwards, I was, I didn't really see any updates because I stopped playing at the point where there was really no updates yet. And when I've come back, I'm realizing that there's a shit ton of updates that I still don't even know about. And some examples are like the Dragon Pickaxe, the Scorpia. I know that's in the game. I think that might drop the Dragon Pickaxe. There's like this octopus boss they put in the game. Rooftop agility courses, the graceful armor, all this new stuff in the game. And I'm gonna be discussing whether I think that's what they should be doing with old school, or whether they should just leave it the same like they originally sort of intended on doing. And I gotta say, since like I said in my first video, old school holds 20 to 25% of the total RuneScape population. That is just about 1/4 of it. And I'll tell you right now, people will get bored if they're not seeing updates. It's just the way it is. People always say how they don't want to see updates and stuff. And whenever an update pops up on the screen, they always get mad. I remember that would always happen back in the day. But I was never one of those people. Well, sometimes I would be if it was an update I knew was coming that I didn't like. But for the most part, people always complain when updates happen. They just want to leave the game the way it was. And I understand the reasoning for that. I really do. Because I definitely understand that. But for old school, I feel like they're doing a great thing with it. And I'm very happy. Because, to be honest, guys, if I were to pick a time in RuneScape that I would want to play the most, it wouldn't be 2007. To be completely honest, I really don't appreciate the time period right now. I would much prefer if I could pick a time in RuneScape where that we could restart our stuff and play from there. That would probably be, I want to say, late 2012. I want to say that was the proper timeline. But what I'm trying to think of is before EOC, when Nex was out, all that stuff. Yes, I wouldn't say right before EOC was released. It was the primary point where I would like to be put back at, because I was a big PVMer. Back in the day, I loved doing Next stuff like that. That was, the fun. I would say the funnest time I've ever had in any video game ever would have to be Next, and that's my opinion. I found that the funnest thing I could do in the game, in any game. That's the funnest thing I've done. It was a really fun time, and it really sucks to not be able to go back to that. But anyway, I love what they're doing with the updates. I'm looking forward to it because I am a big PVM guy. I haven't showed much interest, as you can see by my stats so far in PVM. Because I'm only 27 combat, and you can tell I really focused on skilling a lot more than combat. And that's been intentional. Like, I want to train woodcutting right off the bat to get some money. And I want to get some base cash. And once I start getting into combat, get into Slayer and stuff like that, that's when I'll start, getting into the whole, alright, I'm going to start, getting to the point where I'm going to get the stats to PVM. Because it's going to take a little while to get and I'm about to get teleported by a random if there he is. These randoms are extremely annoying. I don't really know why they even have them anyway. Because I remember back in the day they claimed that they could handle the bots without having randoms, and I gotta say, when I came back when I played old school, there were bots everywhere, and I come back now, I don't see any bots ever. Like yesterday actually was the first time I ever seen some bots, and I'm guessing it's all by the same person. And there were these like 4 or 5 bots at the willow trees. The willow trees by what's the name? Catherby. And I was surprised to see him there, because when you think bots, you don't think willow trees at Catherby for sure. I was at least thinking yew trees by Catherby, but I've been chopping yews for quite a while. I haven't seen a single bot there. Training agility here, I haven't seen a single bot. I haven't seen a single bot really do anything. That was the first time I saw bots. So they're definitely managing that well. I think they should get rid of the randoms in my opinion, but oh well, not much you can do. And they're doing a lot of polls on like updates and stuff. So they really don't want to fuck up again, because they all know. Jagex knows they fucked up before with EOC, and basically changing the entire face of the game, and with RS3, the entire face of the game without asking anybody at all. Like, I can understand you making updates and stuff without asking everybody every single time, but when you're gonna change the entire way the game is played, you might not. I don't think that's a great idea, but yeah, and it definitely shows with the lack of interest in EOC. throughout most of the community. But anyway, so there's that, and they have a lot of polls. I have to incorporate myself with those polls more often. I have to check out the homepage and stuff, and always involve myself with those polls. It's just to see what updates are looking to be passed. And I believe the percentile you need is 75%. I'm not sure, but if for an update to be passed, I believe 75% of the community needs to vote yes for it. Which a lot of updates that I've been hearing in videos that have happened in the past kind of frustrate me. Like, for example, there was the where is it? The middle mouse button control option. Do you want to be able to move your screen with the middle button on your mouse? And that was one of my favorite things to do back in RuneScape. And according to I remember I was watching Silent Core's video, and he was saying how the poll doesn't look like it's gonna pass, or it didn't pass. I forgot what she said exactly, but he was saying how it's not gonna pass. And I'm thinking to myself, why would people not vote yes? Even if you don't want to use the middle mouse key, all you gotta do is turn it off. Like, why does it matter? Like, why would you not vote yes for this? Like, for people who do want to use it, they can use it. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. And even if there was an option to turn it on and off, why would it matter? It's not like you're gonna accidentally move your mouse move the screen somehow by clicking your middle scroll button on your mouse. Makes no sense to me. But stuff like that. I'm hoping. When I see an update, I'm like, I really hope it doesn't get turned down, because I'll probably be voting yes for just about every single do you want this update, yes or no poll. And then I'm sure there's other updates where it's like, where would you like to incorporate this boss, and give me a list of locations. And obviously that would be, more opinion based and more just like, all right, whichever you want, you get to choose. Not really like, you should vote yes for the most part. Stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I just want to talk about like what I think about these updates. And like I said earlier on, I like them. I'm looking forward to more. And stuff like God Wars, I think they're doing a great job. I mean, I quit right before God Wars came out, about a month before God Wars was released, and I was getting my stats up there. I actually have my stats pulled up on my other account right here, and I had 78 attack, 70 defense, 78 strength, 70 attack, 70 defense, 75 magic. 72 farming, 87 woodcutting. What else we got? 71 herb, 80 fletching, 70 range. I was working towards 90 range. I believe I had enough to afford it with chinning, because my bank was, at the time before I quit, my bank was like 20 to 30 mil. I'm pretty sure. I got most of that from farming, so I'm gonna try to get back into farming again. That was really where I made 90% of my money from. It was farming. And I did a lot. Well, I shouldn't say 90%. I did a lot of flipping, and flipping was very beneficial. I had this really good item that I flipped a lot. Maybe it's still beneficial to flip that item, so I'll have to look into that again. But yeah, so I completely agree with the updates. I hope they do them more frequently, as frequently as they can. I know they have a small staff team on this game, because obviously it's more simpler to code stuff in, because the graphics are not as good. And general, like, majority of the community is playing the current RuneScape, so obviously they gotta put the majority of the staff on that. So that's completely understandable. I'm looking forward to any future updates in this game, and I'm also really, really looking forward to trying out the new updates that I haven't have a chance to play, because I definitely plan on doing PvM in the future once I get around to start training some combat. And I'm really looking forward to that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let me know in the comments below what you think about all these updates that have been coming into 07. And which ones do you like the most? That's it for this one, guys. I'll catch you guys later.